I want to share with you a story of when giving a full coin for charity, as we spoke yesterday, is not even half a coin, metaphorically speaking. But before I share the story, let us say a full thank you to Hashem for all the miracles He did, He's doing, and He will do. The ultimate one. Mizmor l'soido. Ori l'adonai kol ha'oretz v'des adonai b'simcha bo elefano b'nono duk adonai v'limu v'sono v'lo yanach nama v'tzoi marisa bo yishor b'soide chatzroisa b'sila. Let's give tzedakah and the full thing. What I mean by the full thing, to give it wholeheartedly. As we spoke yesterday, to give it with fire, to give it with passion, to give it with feeling. Honestly. For the reason? Because it's a mitzvah to give tzedakah. Not for benefits. So here is the story. I'm not sure which year it was, but a Simchat Torah, where by the Rebbe in the shul in 770, they're selling, quote unquote, selling different psukim of the Ator Reisa, the verses which are recited before the Akafot. A individual picks up his hand and he says he wants to buy a pasuk and honor the Rebbe with it for the sum that the Rebbe will decide. Whatever the Rebbe will say is what he is going to give. Deal, sold. After Simchat Torah, he wrote a zettel to the Rebbe and he'll note to the Rebbe, this is what I did and I want to know what the Rebbe wants me to give. And the Rebbe sent him out an astronomical sum compared to his means. Astronomical. He was shocked. He expected to give something which was more within his means, but this amount was beyond him, and he was very concerned. How is he going to do that? Comes home, and his wife sees that he's not in the best of moods. What's going on? And he tells her, the Rebbe is asking for me this astronomical sum. I am not capable. But she's a pious, wonderful Jewish woman, full faith. She says, I don't understand you. If the Rebbe said that you should give this, means that the Rebbe knows that you are capable of giving it. You don't know how? That's the Rebbe's issue. Have emunah, have faith. It did change his perspective. A short while later, excuse me, he had an offer of purchasing a small little building, apparently, that he had somewhere in Manhattan, which he bought it for a few $1,000s, way earlier, and they offered him now double than what he paid for it. And this seemed to be an opportunity for him to be able to pay his debt to the Rebbe. But before selling it, he asked the Rebbe, should he sell it or wait? And the Rebbe said, wait, and wait, and wait. The people who wanted to buy this little house, for them it was an extremely important piece of property because it was between two of their buildings, and this would make the whole difference for them. At the end of the day, after lengthy waiting, they came up with I don't know the figures, an astronomical sum. And he was comfortably able to pay what the Rebbe wanted him to pay, and he still made quite a profit. Now the next year, Simchat Torah again. He said again the same thing. He's buying a pasuk or whatever the Rebbe is going to say, and expecting even bigger, make a big deal, a good deal. When he wrote after Yontif, he wrote to the Rebbe the same thing. And he told to the Rebbe, no, last year he asked me this, I'm ready for much more. And the Rebbe told him to give $180. He was shocked. The year before was thousands of dollars. And now the Rebbe gave him only $180. He was concerned. So he asked the Rebbe for the explanation. Why is it now so little, and last year, when I didn't have it, you asked me for so much? And the Rebbe said, last year you gave tzedakah. You gave charity because I told you to give this amount. You didn't do it with the expectation of getting a tremendous benefit out of it. This year, you did it as an investment, thinking that once again, you will make a wonderful, a great deal. I'm not in the investment business. The Rebbe says, I'm in the tzedakah business. Tzedakah is you give not because you expect anything in return, but you give it because it's a mitzvah to give. And therefore, just $180. Machzis shekel, this Shabbat, Shabbos Kolim. Let's remember, we're not doing it for a benefit. We're doing it because to recognize that we are only a half, we are connected with Hashem, and together we'll have the shekel HaKodesh, we'll have the coins of the Beis HaMikdash.